Nowadays, lots of kids want to become content creators when they will grow up eventually. I myself wanted to become a content creator since the age of 11, which, God forbid, was more than 10 years ago now. Back then, the popularity of content creators wasn't as big as it is today, and it wasn't as popular and mainstream to have a dream of becoming a content creator. And I wanted to do that not for money, but because I like to watch YouTube videos, and I thought that, I want to be like one of those guys who I'm watching, like PewDiePie, let's say. I tried to make some videos back when I was 11 years old, but of course I wasn't consistent enough, and I actually started making content consistently back in 2020, which is actually 5 years ago as of today, which is also crazy to think about. Today is 2025, and so for 5 years in a row I have been creating content pretty constantly on different platforms, on different channels, but if you will look below this video and we'll look at the subscriber counter, you will see that I haven't actually succeeded in this field, at least as of today. And so in this video I want to share my story of how I was creating content and what ups and downs I had, and to discuss whether or not your dream of becoming a YouTuber or a content creator, as they say nowadays, whether it's realistic or not. So let me begin with the year 2020. I just finished high school and decided that I want to start making TikToks, because TikTok back then was actually very, very popular. It was hyping, everyone was getting millions of views, and that's actually what I did. I started to film TikTok videos. I was doing it not in English but in another language, which is popular in my area where I live, in the part of Europe, and my videos started to become very popular actually. In half a year I got to 100,000 subscribers, and it was massive. I even got recognized somehow by people on the streets, but I was making the short form content. I was just following the trends and doing things which everyone was doing, maybe a little bit more successfully, but in general I wasn't putting my heart and soul into the content. I wasn't creating the things that I actually wanted to create. I wasn't creating videos that I love to create. I was creating things just for the sake of getting followers and just developing my social media. And the only social media which I developed successfully was TikTok for me, because people somehow didn't want to go to my YouTube channel, go to like other social media of mine which I promoted. Of course some of them did, but it was minimum amount of people, so I didn't see any success in this field. And after about a year of making content like this on TikTok, I realized that there are two major factors why I do not want to do that anymore. First things first, I do not enjoy it at all. Since I started doing trending content, and I should have continued to doing it in order for people to continue to watch me, right, and to follow me, etc, etc. That's the first thing. And the second thing was that TikTok wasn't actually monetized in my country. It was not possible to get any kind of money out of that. And so yes, since I wasn't enjoying what I was doing, and since I wasn't getting money out of that, I decided that most probably I should start doing something else. And as I said, I was doing it in other language, not in English. I was doing it in my native language, and due to some problems in the region, the content in this language started to become less popular, and due to all of these factors combined, I decided to stop actually making these TikTok videos. And I waited for about half a year and decided to actually take the YouTube seriously, right? First of all, I created a gaming channel. I was filming how I was playing games. I was doing it for some time, I would say for about half a year, but didn't get any sort of followers. I was creating a few videos every week actually, but didn't get any kind of following. Somehow people didn't like what I was doing. Somehow, not sure why. Most probably just because I didn't have any experience, and those videos haven't been actually interesting. But in reality, algorithms didn't bless me on YouTube, and despite me trying to create shorts and long content all together, despite me trying to like combine all of that, unfortunately, I didn't see any success with that. And at that point I realized that I actually want to create content, but I do not want anymore to limit myself with any kind of particular games, particular topics, etc. And then it was a moment when one of my friends told me that, man, you want to make content since you're like a child, and you had like dozens of channels now. You had dozens of social media accounts, some of which were a little bit successful, most of those were not successful at all, right? Just go and create a YouTube channel with your own name and just make content that you like whatever you like. If you will enjoy cars at a particular period of your life, just create content about cars. If you will enjoy, gaming, create gaming content. If you will enjoy vlogs, do vlogs, etc. And I thought about that, and I thought, yeah, okay, I will do that. I want to enjoy the content I am making, and I actually want people to listen to my opinion. I want people to listen of what interests me, right? And to create some sort of community with my YouTube audience. And that is how this channel has been created. It has been created back in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. And since that time I have been creating videos very constantly, and actually on different topics, but I would say that I had two periods. First one was like for about a year. I was creating mostly short content about legal topics. If you will go way back, like 2 or 3 years back on my channel, you will see the short content about law. And it did get some views, actually. Each of my shorts was getting at some particular point in time like 5,000 views each, right? But let's say it's nothing, and unfortunately I didn't get a chance to create any kind of audience out of that, right? Since people were watching, they were liking, but they were not actually engaging and commenting and yada yada. So after making this type of content for a year, I realized that, yeah, that's it. I will just be creating content, recording my thoughts, which I'm actually doing right now. And it lasts for about a year now or more, I am not sure. So I started making podcasts with me just talking about things that I find interesting, or videos about actually with my thoughts, right? But about current topics such as Gen Z and stuff. But all of that is of a great interest to me. I am creating videos right now only about things that I care about. But I'm trying to be very consistent, and I started getting some views, and I started getting the audience. People are started commenting, joining my Discord server, and I'm actually very grateful for that. I figured out that the best content that you can make is the content that you genuinely enjoy. And even if you think that you are not interesting, even if you think that nobody needs to hear your opinion or nobody wants to hear your opinion, just go there and create such a content, and it will most probably make you more views, and at least it will make you more satisfied while you will be creating it. At least that's my experience, and that's what I can advise to everyone having a dream of becoming a YouTuber. Now let's get to the part of whether or not it's actually possible to become a content creator. I would say that it is possible. Right now I am a content creator, but it's important to define what do people think when they say they want to become YouTubers or content creators. They of course want to become very popular content creators. They want to make millions. They want to be an PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, IShowSpeed, etc, etc. They want to become a new popular streamer such as Asmongold, right? They want to get tens of millions of views, or at least millions of views, right? And they want to make a living with that. They want to make money out of that. And of course I myself had such a dream. Right now I became more realistic, but I still have a dream of making money with content, since I didn't make a penny. And let's say that in reality, it's of course realistic, since in 10 years time we will see a lot of people who will become as popular as Mr. Beast, but right now they do not have a YouTube channel, right? Of course there will be people who will succeed, and considering that right now social media is becoming more and more and more popular, new social media is appearing such as TikTok. Nobody heard about TikTok like 10 years ago. Now everybody knows it, right? And they think that we will have another social media in the next 10 years time, and considering the population is growing of the world, right, we will have more popular content creators than nowadays, right? And lots of them will be very new. Maybe some of them, didn't create any kind of channel as of now. But for most of us, it's better to embrace the reality that most probably you are not the next Mr. Beast. Most probably you are one of the millions YouTube channels which, will barely get any views or will get 1,000 subscribers like me. And with that, I do not want to demotivate you. I actually want to motivate you with that by saying that due to that, I suggest that we all, content creators, should create the content that we enjoy, since that is the only healthy way of becoming a creator. Since if you will do something to become popular, okay, maybe you will, maybe you are the lucky one, but most probably you will not become any kind of famous person, right? Most probably you will just end up with no views and very demotivated, since you didn't actually even enjoy what you was doing. You was doing it for the views, for, fame and stuff like that. So yeah, there is a very small chance of you becoming popular. But one thing that I want to say for sure is, please do not go away from your job, do not drop it and try to become a content creator. No, that's not actually how it works. The biggest problem is that your success as a content creator online is heavily dependent on YouTube algorithms. Heavily dependent on those. And you can create the best video ever, but YouTube will not show it to anyone, at least for a huge period of time, Sometimes I see videos on YouTube which have like 1,000 views, but definitely the guy or the girl who created it has like spent maybe months making this video with a great editing and stuff, but YouTube just doesn't push it, And somehow, sometimes I record a random podcast where I just sit like this and talk with my microphone, right? And I get like a few thousand views with that. So yeah, it's not fair. Yeah, it's not how it functions, right? Algorithms have their own way. Of course, you can study that and you can use that, definitely. But at the same time, there is some random there. And so I wouldn't say that anybody should have a dream of becoming a content creator, despite me myself kind of having it, right? Since it's unrealistic in terms of being very, very unstable. There is no guarantee of success. And you could say, oh, there is no guarantee of success in any other field. No, there is a guarantee. If you will get a good education, let's say you will study and you will become a doctor, right? Of course, nobody guarantees you a job as a doctor, but let's be honest, pretty much there is a very high chance of you becoming a good doctor and making like tons of money. Same with lawyer, engineer, or maybe just a good blue-collar worker, right? If you put in your work, you will eventually land a good job, despite the job market going crazy. But on YouTube, you can spend years really creating great content, but nobody will see you. And that's why I suggest that if you have such a want, do it, but after your main job, and do not really think and dream about becoming very big in one year time. No, just enjoy the process. Make content, create audience, whether it's one person or 10 people or 100 people, whatever, just engage with them, just have fun. And that's the only way, I think, that's the only way. And please, stop dreaming of becoming the next Mr. Beast, since most probably you are not the one. Those are my thoughts, which were pretty mixed up, but I hope you understood what I was talking about here. I hope you understood the idea of mine. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, press a like button under this video, subscribe to my channel, and of course join the Discord server, link is down below. I will be more than happy to discuss this video of mine or any other video of mine with you, and see you very, very soon in my next videos. So thank you once again, and bye for now.